Guys, welcome to Just the Tip. We are kicking off our show. I am Josh.
I am King Benjamin Cage.
And we are here to talk about some subjects that we came up with for you guys today. So, jumping right into this, we are looking for some people to collaborate with us as well. So, if you would like to join us anytime, reach out to us. We can go over a cavalcade of different subjects, of different things, and we're looking to continue to grow and expand. So, do you have anything before we jump in?
I don't. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right. So the first trend that King and I were looking into and talking about was the upcoming 2024 NFL season. So as many of you are probably aware, there's been some addendums and some changes to the rules, and they continue to change the game for a cavalcade of different reasons as they continue to evolve. Some for a much better reason, some with ones that don't really make sense. So we're going to jump right over and share this screen with you. So right here, 2024 rule changes. There were two major ones that came about this year and a bunch of other little tweaks that they put in through here, but the game continues to move away from being the game that I grew up with and continues to shift focuses into being almost seeming rigged, but
very
yeah,
extremely.
So the two big rules, guys, we're going to play a couple videos for you, but the first one is 2024 rules changes hip drop tackle. So in advance of the 24 season, NFL clubs have voted unanimously to remove the hip drop tackle from the game. Hip drop tackle occurs when a defender wraps up a ball carrier and rotates or swivels his hips, unweighting himself and dropping onto his ball carrier's legs during the tackle.
Oh, man. They don't want to play in defense no more. No defense. I think they are equating higher scoring games to revenue.
Yeah.
And I would argue against it because, I don't know, if that's what they think the higher the score, the more scoring output, the less boring the games, possibly. So, I would you've got to skew and change every stat that has ever been made when you start instituting dumbass rules like this. Like, in my opinion, if you are out there and you blatantly are trying to hurt somebody and you helmet to helmet them blatantly, I get how that can be penalized.
So do I.
However, it's very ticky-tack on a lot of things. And, I don't know, like, I think that stuff should be reviewable after the game and then decide if you want to fine people, because there's been some stuff you're just like, what the fuck is even that?
Yeah.
You're not asking these guys to play football anymore. And I also think that they have the technology to fix all these things, and they don't, for the simple purpose being it gives them more ways to control the outcome of a game or the momentum of a game. So when you're in bed...
Going back to the rigged comment.
Yeah. When you're in bed with FanDuel,
Yep.
DraftKings, you've kind of like... I don't know how much more you have to see to go, well...
Putting it all in a box.
This is fucking... this is a little weird. Like, they can't fix the rules, or they can't even get the rules that they have right. They can't even implement them correctly now.
Yep.
And again, they have the technology to do these things, but they're not fixing them. Why?
Because the more variables you have...
Right. You can control the
Yep.
momentum or the outcome of a game.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
like, I mean, if you look at the last couple Super Bowls that the Kansas City Chiefs were in, they didn't call offensive holding on any one of their plays. And I think it was like the last 2 or 3 Super Bowls they were in.
Yeah.
Like, you can call holding on
clear
any
as
play.
day.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell the audience right now that as a Dolphins fan, I stopped watching Week 8 last year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it wasn't just because of the Dolphins. They're run by fucking clowns. They stroke the peener of mediocrity daily. Like, they're never going to be that team. I mean, I just don't see it. But I stopped watching because, like, and I was watching other games, and you just see, like, the lack of calls, the non-calls, and the calls that are just like, why were you even calling that? What the hell is that? Like,
Yeah.
and they don't. Again, they're not doing anything to fix it. So they implement all these other rules in the name of safety, and these people get paid a ridiculous amount of money. They know what the fuck they signed up for.
Yep.
So why is this an issue for you to go out and perform? You should be able to go out knowing like those risks are involved. They are assumed risks.
They are.
And I think the only way to get your old NFL back, our old NFL back, is hit them where it hurts. Stop watching. Stop consuming. Stop purchasing their stuff.
Stop
Hit
voting
them
with
in
your
the
dollar.
pockets. Hit them in their pockets. And I'm not saying boycott. I'm just saying like, I mean, in a sense, it is kind of a boycott, but like, because they've changed again. They've changed the ingredients of what you've always consumed.
Yep, and it's making me consume less.
Yeah, like, and so like I bailed. I'll watch like highlights here and there.
Yep.
There was a couple new Dolphin helmets that came out, and I have a nice extensive Dolphins helmet collection. And there was a couple of like, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to give them my money anymore.
Yeah.
And then they got hit with that lawsuit with I guess with like their NFL ticket stuff, which we can look up if we want. But no, play some of these videos and this ridiculous
so
shit.
the first rule, once again, that we were talking about is that hip tackle. And we're going to pull up the first video for you. I know we're watching the video, but that's almost inertia.
Yeah, you're moving at game speed. How do you control that?
Because if you're going behind them, where do you want them to grab them?
you
Lower?
can't hit them high, you can't hip
Right.
drop tackle them, you can't horse collar tackle. I'm just saying, as long as you're not out there like vertical suplexing motherfuckers,
Right.
slamming them on their heads.
You can tell when it's malicious.
Yeah, like this right here, dude. You're playing football. It's really becoming throw a flag on them.
Yeah, because that's flag football.
And the thing is, customers need that form of escapism. They will not let it go.
Yeah.
They are not willing to part ways with it. So that they'll sit there and bitch about it, but rather than doing it the way I said, the only way you're changing it is to stop watching. And then when they see the viewership's down, they're like, okay, maybe we got to walk this back.
You would hope, but they might absorb the Disney approach.
Yeah.
It's the consumer's fault why they don't like it, not ours for making content of
Right,
why we're
right.
falling off.
They can't.
Accountability is an issue today.
People cannot stop. Like, I've talked to friends of mine, and they'll still talk about who they picked up in the draft, and I watch what's going on with like Tua and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and his contract, and it's that I'm more entranced by the side stories than I am the game. Then the game just isn't the game anymore to me. But the only way that that's going to ever get fixed is if people just say, I'm not doing that. I'm like, we can't watch this. This isn't it anymore. This isn't
No.
fun. And what enjoyment do you? Can you imagine like someone just getting tackled like that and that costing you the game?
Yeah, and you get fined for it now.
Yeah, like
I ran up behind him and I
This
slid
shit-
to bring him down.
this is a racket. And what do you want to do? Like what do you like? It's come to the point where how are you going to stop a play
Yeah.
from happening?
Well, that leads into this next one too, because I don't even understand why we do kickoffs anymore. Kickoff rule adjustment to create a new form of free kick play that is designed to resemble a typical scrimmage play by aligning players on both teams closer and restricting movement to reduce space and speed.
This one was kind of intriguing when I watched the way it was. So, but like I want to see it again and see what they show.
Yeah. To address the lowest kickoff return rate in the NFL history during the 23 season and unacceptable injury rate in kickoffs prior to the NFL club approved a new kickoff rule for the NFL season. Here it is. So the team will kick off from its 35. They're going to be at their 40-yard line.
And they can't start running until somebody catches the ball.
Yep, minimum of 9 players receiving the ball between 30 and 35. Play begins when the ball is either caught or hits on the ground in the landing zone.
Yeah.
So the people don't move until the ball's caught.
Right.
Any kick that bounces from the landing zone to the end zone must be returned or down by the receiving team for a touchback. Puts it out of the 20. So once again, we know that this is entertainment and there's risk involved, but like King said, this is kind of what we sign up for. It's no different than somebody going to the military, except they're not paid as if it's a giant risk. They say there's a hazard pay to it, but these guys are making millions, and now we're just manipulating how this will turn out.
Not everybody in there is making millions.
Onside kicks permitted only in the fourth quarter. Not that that's ever really been
You're not allowed to do it in
liable. It just said that, yeah. Onside kicks.
I didn't know that.
Hold on, let's see that again. I'm going to skip right back to that piece. Onside kicks permitted in the fourth quarter. Let's see.
Well,
No fair catch. Onside kicks permitted in the fourth quarter. Set up the landing zones do not change after penalties or safety, and only the spot of the ball.
So you can't onside kick in like at the halftime.
Yeah. Not that that's ever really turned into a bunch. It has changed some games, but it's now it's not an option. It appears that's the first time I ever saw that.
I see. What if you want to get the jump on somebody? You know what I mean? You just scored a touchdown, opening drive, and and you just want to switch it up on them. Like, hey, let's go up by 2. You know, or you're playing a very high-powered offense, and you just want to kind of like, you know, like that it eliminates
The chance for surprise.
Yeah, like, all right,
Controls a variable.
this is not.
Controls a variable.
No, I don't. That's weird. That's weird. The NFL is just weird anymore, man. I can't sit there and consume it anymore. I can't, like I said, the side stories are only interesting now, and that's not even
It's a
watered
bunch,
down.
bunch of other little ones. Nothing that's too big, but these are usually ones that other teams have called out for review. Bunch of little ones to protect a club's ability to challenge a third rule following one successful challenge. Force major. There's nothing here that else is like that, but those couple big ones are massive changes to a rule. I don't even know how this is possible to change. Think about muscle memory.
Yeah.
And this is somebody's 4th year in the NFL, so it's their 15th year playing football. And they've been doing that forever about how to tackle. Because if you just watch a hip drop tackle, that's somebody running and they use their own weight to drop them. What are you
gonna do on a bigger
just
guy
hold
that's
him?
just like a fucking Derrick Henry or whatever? That just like you.
Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
like or like Jerome Bettis back in the day. You had to grab those guys and hope that inertia wins.
Yeah.
because they would pull you with.
Hopefully they trip.
Yeah. People are not. They're not going to let go of it though. They're going to sit there and they're still going to consume it. And,
Yeah.
And like a lot of my friends were like, "Yeah, you'll be back watching them this season when they start winning." I won't. And I mean, I was a lifelong Celtics fan. They just recently won a championship. I haven't watched a Celtics game in 4 years. They went and got the NBA went and got political and went and did all these things. It was like I watched that just to get away from the real world.
Right.
Escapism. And I won't. And I love football. And I love watching the game. And now it's not the same ingredient anymore. It's not the same recipe. Okay?
Yep.
And now what I do personally is I just take that time that I would do watching, or take the time I was consuming all that, I just put it in on myself, focus on myself. Do something that's going to better my life rather than me getting my blood pressure through the fucking roof because my team sucks.
Yeah.
Or a bad call. Like, I just go put that energy somewhere else. And if more people took that coping skill or that redirection of energy, that'd probably be a better place.
It would be. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Your life is a lot better.
Steel, sharpen steel.
Yeah, that's it. So this next one that I'd like to say the NFL doesn't have to do with politics, but lots of times it does. But this is actual politics. So perfect time of the year. It is that 4-year renewal rate for the United States. Presidential debate for the upcoming election in November. I know that this is a big topic for everybody in the United States. What's funny, though, is everybody that I've either encountered or ran into, even randomly in my passing in stores when somebody just hears a conversation, everybody is aligned with these are the best two that we have. Some people that really I don't even know just randomly saying that. So I know it's a widespread thing, but who are the people supporting these guys? Because if you watched this, which you did as well, if you watched this, it appears as if they're almost two siblings just arguing about which one's better off of feeling. And we cross into some crazy things, and neither one of them are even physically fit to do this job.
I think not so much the physically fit part.
Well, I'm talking about not as ageism, but literally the average life expectancy of a male is 74. They're both past that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go physical, I think
one is more sound.
Yeah, Cheeto Messiah is definitely probably a lot more on the physical and cognitive sounding. There's an appeal. I get the appeal that people have to him. But yeah, like out of all the people in the United States, this is who you want to represent your company.
This is
your
us.
company, what your country. Now I'll play one of these weird ass videos so I can just roast them.
So, this is the first one we had. This one's coming from CNN, and this is also what the country clings to because this is posted by MSNBC. It's from the CNN debate, but the news found it big enough to create a news article about which one of them were better at golf, and yet we still consume this stuff.
Joe doesn't even stare well.
What do you say to those who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one.
Biden looks
one.
like he doesn't have
really
any
easy
whites in his eyes.
I go through the first
It's like
5
a mask.
questions. He couldn't
like
do
he's
it.
AI.
Yeah.
But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced them. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor.
Good old Ronnie.
Ronnie.
A similar one. And one of them said they'd never seen anybody ace him.
Thank you. President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Anyway, that's what you're. Anyway.
It's like an
Just
MMA
look at what
fight.
He says he is. And take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
Ooh! If you can
He's a
carry
6
your own
handicap
bag.
Of all.
I was at
Can't
8
carry his
handicap.
own freaking
8.
posture.
Guys, this became a topic. This is supposed to be the strongest superpower in the free world, and we have 2 men arguing over, and you can actually feel the shift in energy when they started to get mad at each other about a golf game, rather than saying, why do we have such a homeless rate? Why do we have all of these social issues and constructs that are just destroying our country? Why are we putting our money into bills that have hidden agendas? Let's talk about golf.
Yeah, that's reality TV come to resurface in the form of politics. We've been so sensationalized by it for the past how many fucking decades that is now on the political theater end of things. Yeah. That's what it is.
It's become theater.
It is theater because people sit there. That's what they'll talk about. Like, no matter where you walk, they're gonna talk about it. And I will stick by this. I will say that Biden, like, in order to install law and order, you have to sow the seeds of chaos. The seeds of chaos were, well, look at this man's policies for the past 50 years. We're talking about Biden here.
Yeah.
They're absolute shit. And then, like, although I'm not a Trump supporter, some of his policies back when he was president were a step in the right direction. Some of them, not all of them. He infringed on the gun laws and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff I don't agree about that guy. I dislike him for different reasons that, other than I was told not to. Whereas everybody else was, well, I don't like him because I was told not to. I can pick that man apart in a million ways. But Biden is, and I think Spike Cohen, he was a former vice president with Joe Jorgensen candidate for the last election. He came out and said Biden created this machine that is, through policy, the way democracy is now. He created this machine. This is the machine he made move, and now that machine is making him move. It's actually propping him up. And that was a very, very good point. I'm paraphrasing it. It was definitely worded better than the way I just did it. But you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
But this dude right here, like this little theater thing, like nobody fucking, like, some people do care, and that's what they're going to go up on. But, like, I get the appeal to Trump because he says what people want to hear.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Joe just fucking, he doesn't even know where he's at half the time, and he's an habitual fucking liar. He has been forever. He's been caught lying when he was back in the 90s.
That's why you shouldn't be able to be a lifetime politician.
Yeah, but that's obviously why you can be a politician, because
Correct.
those are like a prerequisite now. You're a great liar. Oh wow, you can, I get the appeal to Trump. I don't buy it simply because, like, I think he's this necessary evil to the left. But Biden is, I wonder if he's actually going to be the guy that runs on the ticket, because this was an absolute shit show.
I just don't understand how this can even be okay. I don't understand, like, not competent. I am just flabbergasted that these are the choices on the ballot.
And 34 felonies. Now, mind you,
Yes.
It was probably, the court was a circus court, whatever. I think it's all a circus.
It's in New York State, of course. Right. It's going to be.
I think it's a circus court too, though. I think it's like, because, like, I had 1 or 2 felonies, I wouldn't be able to sit here and do this show. He's got 34 and he's on the stage right now.
Right.
So it's just kind of like polarizing, bringing people to one side and bringing them to the other side and kind of putting them against each other. But you already know, everybody that ever voted out there, you know that man did not get more votes than that man last year. There's no fucking possible way. There is no possible. This dude got more fucking votes than superstar Obama did. And that man was like, there was a huge media frenzy over that guy.
Yeah.
There's no way Joe Biden got more votes than that. So you already know that it's admittedly a rigged system. You see how ballot access works for third parties. You can't get on. Like, anybody that gains any type of momentum, like a Ron Paul or, Nate, or any of those people that started to gain any momentum towards the establishment, the duopoly, they made it harder for them to get into it. Should tell you right there that that's fucking rigged.
Right.
So,
Electoral college on top of it. Why does it have that?
Like the lesser of two evils. So I've got to vote harder. You're admittedly playing a game that's rigged. You watched it be rigged. I'm telling you how it was rigged. I'm telling you how third-party access works. But I'm going to choose the lesser of two evils, which still gives them this foothold over the actual people's liberties and sovereignty. You keep playing the game, the rigged game, and you have this one side wins illusion, and you're not. It's two wings on the same fucking bird. And
it is.
And it's shitting on you.
Yep.
Routinely.
How many different presidents and party changes will be required to actually bring about change?
Yeah. If on this level, dude, it's bullshit. It's a sham. It's fucking way beyond rigged. It's theater. It's a hoax.
We have one more video of the same type. This one's a little bit, I don't know if I would even say funnier. It's almost more sad. It's funnier.
It can be both.
It's funnier too.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Look.
I'm retarded?
Quantum leap, baby.
Oh man. It's so sad. Oh Lord.
Yeah, man.
Our system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person
Again,
eligible.
Again, I said it before, and I don't know if it kept on that one stream because our sound quality was a bit off. You want to know how this is rigged? I'm going to unravel very quickly how this is rigged, even this debate. All Trump would really have to do is go out there, and they would ask him a question, and he wouldn't have to go raise all these millions of dollars for a job that doesn't pay that much, which is really archaic and all of in and of itself. All he would have to do is say, dude, what about your daughter's diary? Are you showering with her? And why do you sniff 11-year-old girls, bro, on film? The fact that,
over and over.
The fact that he does not say that to this man's face and pull his card in front of the world that this dude is just a fucking creep should tell you right then, like this man's controlled.
We're ready to shoot off about golf, but not the stuff that he could actually...
He's not the same guy that ran in 2016 to spout all that shit.
Oh, man, the Hillary debates?
Yeah, he's not
because
the
you'd
same
be in
guy.
jail.
Because he's been tamed.
Yep.
They probably just said, bro, you work for us and you say what we tell you to say. So the fact that man, although you Trump supporters out there just love him for all his, all his spiel and his allure, he's not saying that for a reason. Because and if he wanted to win, and that was it wasn't a rigged game, he would just say that, and everybody like, bro, how the fuck do you walk that back? You're done. You're soaked.
Bigger agenda somewhere.
It's over. Like, that's all you would have to say, and that's why I know this is not authentic. Yep. It's not, because like I'm telling you, if I got beef with somebody, and
air out their dirtiest of laundry, why wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, if they're coming at me a certain way that's like a personal attack on me on some type of front. I can combat with the best of them when it comes to that. And yeah, like, oh, bro, you want to roast me on some shit? I'm gonna pull your card. Yeah. And the fact that card is just not getting pulled that way it's very telling. It's so fucking telling that like this is a sham.
Especially in politics, because that's what you do.
He might throw those little zingers out there, but they're softballs, dude. Yeah. There's no heat on those.
Sleepy Joe.
That's common sense. Yeah. That's common sense shit. Like, that's all that is. It's just like he'll throw a little zinger out there that's kind of like, oh yeah, ooh, it's like that one meme or that one video where everybody's like, oh shit. Oh yeah. Like, and everybody, that's like, I watched like the Tim Pool thing, and they were doing that when Trump would say something that had a little bit of stank on it. Yeah. You really want to like level the fucking playing field. You want to go scorched earth. You really want to win an election. Pull this fucking card. Yep. But he doesn't. So.
Yeah, and they're gonna say it has to do with Kuth or something.
He's playing 5D chess and QAnon and. Oh, come on. Trump derangement syndrome's on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, for sure.
He's obsessed with them, and those people obsessed with hating them. And I don't know, man.
Stop letting presidents control your life and your thought.
Yeah. Why do you think you need one person to sit there and dictate who you sleep with, where you sleep with them, and people that get in your pockets like that?
And that's how much they care about you. Right there.
Right. Don't get me wrong. There are people in politics that actually really want to change things. I get that.
Yep. Okay. Those are entry level usually, though.
Yeah, but on this level here, this is I don't know. If voting changed anything, they'd make it illegal.
And it would have already happened.
Yeah.
Would have already happened. Guys, one last subject before we do log off. We've talked about it a few times, but we're excited. So we do actually have a merch store currently up and running. And it's the place in town that you can stay the most moist.
Stay moist.
So I will drop this into the description of the video as well, but it's streamlabs.com/justthetip 2024. Just the Tip 2024. That will actually pull up the merch store for you guys. You can see all the different merch that we do have, and stuff is being added every week. We're going to continue to kind of have more and more as we come up with more ideas, more sayings, more things that happen on this show. But there are a bunch of things that King has been working on right on the screen for your own visual pleasure.
Couple new ones there. I just fiddling around. Yeah, the King Benjamin Cage had like a castle and a little bit of graphics.
Nice.
It's just something I came up with. But and then there's Sakesha Ray's artwork of me, the animated version on shirts and hoodies.
I like the purple hoodie.
Yeah, the purple one pops really good.
Now there's something else too. This is which one? So we're actually doing a merch order today too, so we can have some of the stuff on stream so you guys can see it. But weren't you getting? Where are they at? Right here.
The Booty Head shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Booty Head shoes. Those are going to be great for hacky sacking. Look at those tips of the
old Chucks.
They look like the Chucks, and it looks like it's going to be great for
So,
toe pop.
This stuff too, guys, we can put any of the art that you do see on any of these products. So for the sake of, if you would like to see something that you have an image of that we have on here as a different product, let us know. We can get that out to you too. So if you want your schmeckle on a sticker or a shirt, we can send it your way.
Yeah, man. Supporting them. Oh, I'm going to come up with another shirt. I forgot about this while I'm having it on stream, but I think it's funny. Support your local lot lizard. Ooh. I think that's going to be funny. So we need to generate a lizard graphic, and it's doable here, and get that. I think that would do well
for sure.
It's funny, I'm not saying go out and but it might be up for our trucker people that watch or listen to us. So
heck yeah. If you guys are from Erie, or if you're local or even not, this will help us support us. It will help us continue to make some content for you. Go online, take a look. If there's anything you like, give us an order, give us a comment. But we appreciate you guys joining us. We'll be doing this again on this upcoming Friday, 12:30. Do you have anything for them before we head out?
I do not, but I do want to say keep tuning in. We're going to keep doing this, and maybe we can get we want to get to a point where we can do a video a day, or a video every 2 days. But the time and finances have to be available to do that. So,
and it's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Let's get it.
All right, guys. This was just the